Before the world sees your wins, your soul has to feel your work. It's the reps nobody applauds that produce the wins that do, all through a shifting of your identity into a dominator. This is all done in the dark every single day. So let me be your guide as I welcome you to this episode of the Dark Work Daily. You're not stuck. You're comfortable. You're lying to yourself and everybody around you. And it's something that at a certain point in time, you're going to have to wake up to. Like, you actually don't even realize, but you piss people off. You piss the people off that are around you, listening to your excuses and your thoughts about all these things you want to get done, but you actually never get it done. And what happens is you create this language that makes you sleep better at night of like, I'm stuck and I can't get anywhere. It's not what it is. You were stuck in your own problems. You're stuck in a cage of your own creation, your own prison. You got the key, you won't get out of it. And here's what it looks like. You keep telling people you got these ideas you want to get done, right? But when you say you're stuck, it's not an actual stuck. It's a circumstance you've created for yourself. You say it's a bad break. It's something that took place. But the truth is one thing you won't actually swallow, which is you're not stuck. You're settled. You got comfort. You're not dying. Like the world's not falling apart tomorrow. Everything's not, going to just all of a sudden end. So for you, you can actually prolong the pain of having to try something because you could just make up a good excuse. People listen to you. And the idea is that a lot of folks, that they go through life, and what's even worse is you don't see the extrapolation of what happens. But in the beginning, it's I want this thing, but I can't get it because of that and that. And most people, when you're younger, they go, oh, I get it, right? The older we get, the stupider you sound. The older we get, the more that we all around going like, you know what? I've had a life too. Like, I've lived through things. I've experienced things. I know what's going on. Like, yeah, you got a wife, you got kids, you got a husband, you got a career. I get all these things. We all do. Every one of us has this. You got health things you want to take care of. You got financial things. You got career things, education things, exploration things, dreams you want to get met. But the truth is you have been given the path many times in your life. It's been laid out time and time again if you know exactly what to do and exactly how to do it to get the thing you want. And what you end up doing is going, I want this, and it sounds good to say you want it, but then as you get closer to it, something happens. You feel uncomfortable. Something settles in. You got to make a hard ass, got to say something, got to look embarrassed to the world. What if somebody sees me uncomfortably, whatever it is. And what happens, you get comfortable doing this, but here's the problem you don't see extrapolated. You actually start to get envious of people who have things. You get pissed that you see people have the car you want, the house you want, the life you want, the body you want, the family that you want. And what you do is you don't sit back in a chair and go, you know what? I got to get better. You go, you know what? They suck. There's something wrong with them. They're bad. They're mean. And you poke holes. You fire off your little computer, your cell phone in the middle of the night when you're all frustrated inside watching somebody else's life, getting mad at them when the truth is they're doing the things you know you're supposed to do. If you had what they had, you'd realize how hard it was to get that thing. And most folks, they are in a room and a life full of people that are in the same exact spot as you. So now you get this group thing going on of like, well, yeah, those people are bad. And they did do something wrong. And it's not my fault. And it's like, no, it's your fault. You could have changed. You could have adjusted. You could have adapted. You could have done anything you were supposed to do at any moment in time, but you chose not to do it. And that choice that you made, not I, not anybody else that you made, has got you where you're at, but you won't take responsibility or accountability for it. It makes it easier to kick it off outside. Somebody else's fault. The market's changed. AI took over. Yeah, these are all things that are continue to happen. They will continue happening in life. There's going to be new technology, new situations, and new problems and new opportunities. They will continue to keep going. The separation isn't what you know now. It's who are you? Who are you? How do you show up? How do you face problems? How do you handle situations that are negative? How do you handle setbacks? How do you handle success? Because the truth that we all have to embrace is that we are the one common denominator in all of our problems and our opportunities, our successes. So if you have a problem, you created it, or you're allowing it to continue in your life, to succeed in the face of problems. Your problems win. The hardship wins. You let it happen. Or if there's success, it's also on you. No one stumbles and falls into $1 million or a great relationship or a great body. It's not an accident. You're responsible for it. But when you actually take that responsibility serious and you lean into it, and you find the strength to muster something about it, whatever you got going on, you start seeing what the separation is between the people who are the haves and have-nots. What we are seeing in terms of life of the person that has a material thing and a person that does not have a material thing, it's not the material thing. It's the have and have-not of their mentality and their identity. The haves, they have a dominator's mentality of what's possible in life. They know what is in front of them. They embrace and understand the struggle. They get what's going on, and they see it every day, and they believe the words they hear. They don't get mad that somebody said something that makes their heart hurt or makes it difficult. They don't get pissed that somebody told them how difficult it's going to be. That's the submitter. They submit to excuses. submit to weakness. They submit to the lowest common denominator. They submit to a belief that it shouldn't be this hard. And you shouldn't talk down to me because you have more than me. No one's talking down. We're giving you reality. Here's what you want. Here's where you're at. Here's what is required by you to get to that level. You may not like it. It ain't my fault. It's just the truth of how it works. Money, time, energy, freedom, it doesn't just go to someone random because you want it. It goes to the person who shows with actions that they can actually go get it. And that's why so many people in this world, I believe, are unhappy nowadays, because there's so much you could have that you know you could have, but you're the problem. You're not stuck in a position that you can't get out of. You're comfortable. You take comfortable actions. You have comfortable habits. And any discomfort you experience, you try to run from it as fast as you can. And the moment it shows up again, the same thing happens over and over again. But you think you can avoid the discomfort and still get the thing you want. It's a stupid thought. I have never experienced it in my life. I've never met someone who's experienced that can avoid all the hard things, but then get what they want. That's like saying, I want to get stronger, but I never want to have a hard workout or muscles burn or have to adjust my diet. Good luck. Not even good luck. You're stupid. It doesn't work that way. And if you can understand this and embrace this, and sometimes you may not like, you might hate me for saying it this way. I don't care. I care about the person who's willing to accept and embrace this and move, because those that don't care and won't get it, what am I supposed to do? Come down to your level and be like, hey, let me coddle you and talk to you, you 40-year-old adult? No, grow up. Figure your life out. Your mom, your dad, your colleagues, friends, brothers, sisters, they've been telling you for a lifetime, and it's up to you to make a change. It is nobody's fault. Yes, something might have happened to you before. That happened. Get over it. Move on. You may not be at fault for that thing that took place. It could have been someone who did something to you. I can respect that. But your life is your responsibility in the face of all that. So again, you're not stuck. You're comfortable. If this episode stirred something in you, good. That means there's work to be done. Don't ignore it, because listening is just the beginning. Because real change happens when you engage and you commit. So I invite you to join the Dark Work community inside the Dark Work app, which is where you communicate with amazing people on the same journey as you. You can find it on the App Store and the Google Play Store right now. Step into the conversations that sharpen your habits, strengthen your identity, and keep you locked in to the Dark Work.